Welcome back. You're watching Newslink. Now, this is a very disturbing story. An Eastern Cape principal has been arrested for allegedly raping a matric pupil. 2 more pupils were also allegedly raped in the province. In total, at least 5 girls have been attacked since Saturday night. For more on this, we're joined by Vuyiseka Mboxela, who's from the Eastern Cape Education Department. Thank you for your time this morning, Ms. Mboxela. Very difficult story to have to read about, in that young girls are getting raped in their schools as well, by the principal, no less. The initial thoughts when your department was made aware of this incident and the immediate action thereafter?
Thank you very much, Ms. Motsena, and good morning to the viewers of eNCA. We're humbled by this moment. I can indeed agree with you that it's a very disturbing stories that are coming in our province in different districts. The first one, the first incident that was reported, it was in the Nelson Mandela Metro, where learners that were in a school excursion, and the learners with physical disabilities, one of them was then reported to have been raped, and we can confirm that even that matter is with the South African Police Service of the province. And the second 2 incidents that have been reported to us, it's a one that involves a 13-year-old learner in a school called Zinyusin in Alfred Nzo, and the other one is involving a grade 12 learner in a school called Mbaka Senior Secondary School. In terms of the action that have been taken, one, in all the 3 incidents, the department has given psychosocial support to the affected learners and also the families. And in the one that involves a 13-year-old learner, there is an extensive investigation that has already taken place, because in terms of the preliminary indications that has been given to the department is that this is an incident that took place in school, but the perpetrator is suspected to be a community member for now. In the incident that involves Mbaka Senior Secondary School, where a grade 12 learner is involved, the incident is involving a school principal. And I can confirm that yesterday, the district director of Alfred Nzo, Mr. Mbangeni, did meet with the learners for about 4 hours, where he was interrogating them of the school, the entire body of grade 12, and also he had a session with the community members that were present when he was there, and he also had a session with the teachers. And we can confirm that indeed, out of the investigation that he has made preliminary as a district director, it came out that this is not the first incident and this girl is not the first victim. But what we can also confirm is that the perpetrator has already been apprehended, is in jail as you and me are speaking, and is expected to appear in court Monday. And we can also confirm that already the district director issued him with a suspension letter. Was in the presence of
excuse me, Ms. Mboxela, a suspension. I mean, he has allegedly committed this crime more than once to the girls at his school that he was leading, and he gets a suspension even though he has now been arrested. Why has he not just been fired?
No. It's not a easy process that you can just do that instantly, because we must be able to separate facts from the truth, and we must follow the labor law processes. And the first one is to
just indicated, Ms. Mboxela, sorry, I don't mean to come in. My apologies. You actually indicated that the initial investigation that was done by the district, I think you said manager, indicated that he had done this more than once. That's an investigation that came out with an initial outcome. Surely that should warrant some stronger action, something more than just a suspension.
The first process that has just taken place is that the perpetrator is in jail, as you and me are speaking, and 2, the first labor law process that the department has an obligation that person in suspension, and then after that institute a disciplinary process, and I can confirm to you that that disciplinary process is going to start tomorrow, Monday, and already in the school there's an acting principal. Even if there are information that is coming, we must make sure that we are a department that sticks to the law, and we have just done that. And I can confirm that the process is going to move swiftly, and already in the school there is an acting principal that has been put, which has got an obligation to make sure that the school is functioning and that learner is given all the necessary support that she deserves.
Yeah. Why is this happening in these schools in the Eastern Cape, Ms. Mboxela? Surely there has to be some kind of reason. Why is it allowed to happen in the first place?
No, it's not as if it's allowed. It's an incident that gets to be done by individuals out of their own mind or out of their own thinking. It is not as if there is a right for them to do that. Hence the swift action that has been taken by the department. And we must give a particular thank to the community of Alfred Nzo that was able to assist the department in making sure that the perpetrator is in jail by now, and also give a word of thank you to the municipal mayor of that area, Mr. Sobutongo. It's not anywhere in the policies of the department and even of government that there is a person that has got a right to rape, especially a kid that is given. Yes.
I suppose what I'm trying, I suppose what I was trying to gauge from you is that the oversight and the liberties that are exercised by our educators across the Eastern Cape, I mean, do you find that that's enough from the Department of Education in the Eastern Cape, that there's enough oversight to make sure that you are checking in on the conduct of your educators constantly? Do you find that that has been done? I suppose we've lost Ms. Mboxela there, Ms. Vuyiseka Mboxela from the Eastern Cape Education Department, talking to us about the rapes that have occurred in different schools there. One of a 13-year-old in the Nelson Mandela Metro, physically disabled young children that were assaulted there, and 13-year-old at Zinyosi Secondary School, and then a girl in grade 12 who was violated allegedly by her school principal. And apparently it's not the first time that he has done this. But we have heard that labour law is very important, and so is the disciplinary process, and so they've opted to suspend him instead of letting go of his services until the disciplinary hearing comes out with a final decision on the matter.